Hello students, as in the previous videos we understood about cell membrane and cell wall. Today we will understand about nucleus, which is one of the part of three main parts of a typical cell. As we already understood that a typical cell has three main part, that is cell membrane or plasma membrane, the nucleus and the cytoplasm. We understood about cell membrane and cell wall also. Today we will understand about nucleus. As we know that in human body its central part is brain, and the brain controls all the activities of the human body. Similarly, nucleus also controls all the activities of a cell. That's why it is called the brain of the cell. So, nucleus is the brain of the cell. It is the central part of the cell. As the structure of the nucleus, it contains a double layered covering which is called nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane has many pores through which the exchange and transfer of materials is taken place through the inner part of the nucleus to the cytoplasm of the cell. So, nuclear membrane plays very important role, and it plays important role in the exchange of substances between the cytoplasm and the inner side of the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there is a central part which is called nucleolus and chromatin material and the nucleoplasm. So, we will understand about these internal structure of nucleus one by one. First of all, chromatin material. Chromatin material is the thread-like structures present inside the nucleus. These chromatin materials get organized at the time of cell division. So, when a cell is about to divide, these chromatin materials get organized and forms a structure called chromosomes. So, these chromatin materials are actually chromosomes, and chromosomes are very important structure of the cell because it is known as the hereditary material of the cell. Hereditary materials means it is the materials through which the exchange of characters is taken place from one generation to another generation. That is, the characters are transferred from parents to the offspring, that is, to the daughters of the living organisms. So, chromatin materials contains chromosomes, and these chromosomes are hereditary materials through which the exchange of characters is taken place from one generation to another generation. These chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins, and these structure called DNA are the actual material of inheritance or actual material of hereditary transfer of characters. So, DNA is the main part through which the transfer of characters is taken place from one generation to another generation. As we know that when the characters or the identification of the offspring is taken place through DNA fingerprinting. That is, the DNAs of two generations are matched, and it will be the proof of the it will be the proof that these two generations are actually related to each other. So DNA is the important parts or important structures through which the transfer of characters is taken place from one generation to another generation. And the segment of DNA which plays important role in deciding of characters is known as genes. So genes are the part of chromosomes, and genes are the segment of DNA. So DNA, genes, chromosomes, chromatin materials, these all parts are related to each other. Now, nucleus contains a central part which is called nucleolus. Nucleolus is present at the central part of the nucleus, and it is actually a white spherical body which contains RNA, that is ribonucleic acid, and plays very important role in the process of protein synthesis. So nucleus is one of the important part of the nucleus which helps in the synthesis of proteins. Inside the nucleus there is a dense and thick structure which is fluid like in appearance, and this fluid is called nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm plays important role in the nucleus. Inside the nucleoplasm, different types of biochemical activities performed, and this nucleoplasm holds all the inner structures of the nucleus, that is chromatin materials, and nucleolus is holded by the nucleoplasm or fluid like structure. And different types of biochemical reactions, different types of chemical reactions performed inside the nucleus is performed inside the nucleoplasm of the nucleus. So nucleoplasm plays very vital role in the process of performance of different types of chemical reactions that is performed inside the nucleus. So all these structures present inside the nucleus are very vital and controls all the activities of the cell, and the including performance of these inner structures controls all the activities of the cell. That's why nucleus is called brain of the cell. Every cell contains one nucleus, and this nucleus plays very vital role and called brain of the cell. But some cell contains more than one nucleus, and these cells are called multinucleate cells. For example, in paramecium, two nucleus is present. One is called macronucleus and one is called micronucleus. But in some cells, the nucleus is absent at the time of maturity, like in RBC, in sieve element cells, The cells which contains no nucleus cannot survive for long duration. So, without nucleus, a cell cannot survive for long period. So, nucleus is very important part of a cell. On moving forward, today we will understand about cytoplasm, which is one of the main part of a typical cell. Cytoplasm plays very vital role in the functioning of a cell. Now question is, what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is the protoplasmic mass present in the cell which is covered by plasma membrane. That is, cytoplasm is present inner to the plasma membrane and excluding the nucleus. If we see a cell, then if we remove its cell membrane or plasma membrane and its nucleus, then the remaining part is called cytoplasm. So, plasma membrane minus nucleus in a cell, plasma membrane minus nucleus in a cell is called cytoplasm. Means, in a cell, if we remove its plasma membrane and nucleus, then the remaining protoplasmic mass is called cytoplasm. And the cytoplasm contains cytosol and cell organelles. Cytosol is the fluid-like structure present inside the plasma membrane of the cell, and inside the cytoplasm different types of biochemical reactions or different types of cellular reactions is performed. So all the chemical reactions vital for survival of life of a cell is performed inside the cytoplasm of the cell. So cytoplasm is a very important part of the cell, and these different types of vital biochemical reactions are performed inside the cytosol part of the cytoplasm, and the remaining part of the cytoplasm is called cell organelles, which is the submicroscopic structures, and these are of different types or of different varieties, and these different types of cell organelles perform different specific activities inside the cell. So cytoplasm contains fluid-like structure called cytosol, in which different types of chemical reactions, different types of biochemical reactions are performed, and the other parts are called cell organelles, which are of different shapes and sizes, and these different cell organelles perform different functions inside the cell. So all cellular functions are operated with the help of different types of cell organelles present in the cytoplasm. So if we understand the function of a cell, cytoplasms perform important function of exchange of materials between the cell organelles. It plays a vital role in the performance of different important metabolic activities like respiration. The process of glycolysis which is the important process of cellular respiration, is performed inside the cytoplasm of the cell. And the cytoplasm stores different types of important chemicals which are required by cell for its proper functioning, like glucose, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, etc. So these functions which are very important for the survival of and for maintenance of a cell is performed by cytoplasm. So cytoplasm plays very important role in the functioning of the cell. So we will today we understand that so today we understood about two important main part of a typical cell, that is the nucleus and the cytoplasm. We understood about the importance of these structures present inside the cell of a living organisms, and how these structures plays very vital role in the functioning and maintenance of a cell. In the next video, we will understand about different types of cell organelles present in the cytoplasm of a cell one by one. Thank you for watching this video.